Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you're standing in front of a mirror. You see your reflection, your face, your body, the clothes you're wearing. You think, this is me. This is who I am. But what if I told you that the you staring back is just an illusion? What if the self you've been clinging to your entire life isn't real? This is the profound and unsettling question posed by Alan Watts, the philosopher who dared to challenge our deepest assumptions about identity, ego, and existence. So, let me ask you again, who are you, really? Let's start with a story. Imagine you're at a party. The room is buzzing with laughter, clinking glasses, and small talk. You're standing in a corner, holding a drink, trying to look comfortable, but inside you're anxious. You're thinking, do I fit in? Do they like me? Am I saying the right things? This is your ego at work, the part of you that's constantly trying to maintain an image, to prove your worth, to separate you from them. But what if I told you that this you, the one worrying, judging, and performing, isn't the real you? What if it's just a character you've been playing your whole life? This character is what we call the ego, the constructed self that we present to the world. It's the part of us that says, I am separate, I am unique, I am in control. But here's the thing, the ego is a trickster. It convinces us that we are isolated individuals, cut off from the world and each other. It makes us believe that we're the center of the universe, constantly striving, competing, and comparing. But what if this sense of separation is an illusion? What if the you think you are is just a tiny wave on the surface of a vast, interconnected ocean? Think of it like this. A wave rises from the ocean, dances for a moment, and then falls back into the water. It might think, I am a wave. I am separate from the ocean. But in reality, the wave is the ocean. It's not a separate thing, it's just a temporary expression of the whole. In the same way, the self you identify with is not separate from the universe. It's a fleeting expression of something much larger, much deeper, and much more mysterious. Now let's bring this back to your everyday life. You're walking down a busy street, lost in your thoughts. You're thinking about your to-do list, your problems, your goals. You feel separate from the people around you, lost in your own little world. But what if that sense of separation is just a story you've been telling yourself? What if, beneath the surface, you're not separate at all? What if you're deeply connected to everyone and everything around you? Connected in the same way this tree is to its surrounding forest. This tree might say, I am an individual. My roots are mine. My leaves are mine. But in reality, the tree is part of a vast, interconnected ecosystem. Its roots are intertwined with other roots. Its leaves share the same air. It's nourished by the same soil, the same rain, the same sun. In the same way, the self is not an isolated entity. It's part of a larger whole, a cosmic dance of energy, matter, and consciousness. So, who are you, really? You're not the ego, the mask you wear, the roles you play, the stories you tell yourself. You're not the thoughts in your head or the emotions in your heart. You're not even the body you inhabit. You're something far more profound, far more extraordinary. You're the universe experiencing itself. You're the ocean pretending to be a wave. You're the forest expressing itself as a tree. You're not a separate self. You're the whole, playing the part of the individual. This might sound abstract, even unsettling. After all, we've spent our entire lives believing in the solidity of the self. But what if letting go of this illusion could set you free? What if realizing your interconnectedness could dissolve your anxiety, your loneliness, your fear? What if, instead of clinging to the idea of me, you could embrace the truth of we? You have the ability to make this shift. You can look in the mirror and see not a separate self, but instead see the universe, See the ocean, see the forest, see the infinite interconnected web of existence. All of a sudden, you and I are not so different, are we? We are all playing this beautiful cosmic game, yet no one knows the rules. So next time you find your ego taking control, remember to ask yourself, who am I, really?